Alrighty, everybody. Today we got the new Victor Martinez collection for a 99 VMAR. We'll take a look at him in a second, alongside June's Spotlight stuff and a program that's gonna give you some free cards. How useful they will be for this, I have no earthly idea, but there's something out. Plus a roster update, so we'll take a look at some of the new diamonds that came out alongside it. So let's take a look at some of the stuff they're doing, all that fun stuff, and put away all the tomfoolery from yesterday. So let's just start here. Of course, see their new Legends and Flashbacks. Endgame Journey. Keep collecting and earning for VMart, a Silver Slugger, for when he was a Tiger. So switch hitting catcher. May or may not have been a pivot. I have no clue. Right, and then alongside, they're doing some stuff for the World Baseball Classic. I don't know if the U.S. Team USA is playing today in the World Cup. I don't know if they'll supercharge some of the U.S. guys. I have no idea. Packapalooza is the new program that they're doing. We'll take a look at some of that. And then this is the June Spotlight 1. Roque Sasaki is the guy at the end of the program, I think. Yeah, collecting stars. Lightning, collect Sasaki for progress. Retro, collect the Jackson Churio. Roster update, looks like Cam Schiller got it. The Planet Conquest to get a new Dominguez, a deluxe pack, and some repeatable sort of ballin'. And of course, 25 hit and the 35k strikeout. Max Scherzer, and then the event. Taking a look here on the 18th. So that's that isn't next. Is that next? That's not next Friday. Yeah, that is next Friday. Basically nothing till then. So it looks like there's a bigger program coming out. Basically, like I like to call them, weekend takeovers. Alongside Diamonds, mini-season Diamond Quest, new event program, 2 new Conquest maps, and Spotlight drop 2. So again, gonna be a little bit of a slow week, but the event goes on, I think, until next Thursday or Friday. So I don't think there'll be least opportunities to grind. If anything, it's just, hey, rack up some stuff by doing some repeatable stuff. I guess first and foremost, let's just take a look at who went Diamond. Let's go to what more we got here. Is it collector build? Well, right, the player updates. All right, let's see who went. Who got what? Let's take a look. Roster updates. Let's take a look at some of the new diamonds here. Shohei is now a 95. A live series red diamond. Okay. Mason Miller stayed. +1 to Jordan. Jose stays. Skeen stays. Juan Soto doesn't change. +4 to Chris Sanchez, so now he's a diamond. Saw him. There were talks on some of the other channels that do this stuff, said he could go diamond. Chapman got a +1. Cal Raleigh's finally starting to drop a little bit here, so now he's an 88. DeGrom goes 88. Julio 88. Cody goes down to 87. Shohei, as we know, Shohei there. Chris Sale drops to an 87. Yamamoto goes +2. Cam Schiller, the big one, goes 4. So if you were holding out that he goes up, he did. Another big one here is going to be Mizorowski. He jumped up. Woo's now on Diamond Watch. Diamond Watch. Chase Burns also on Diamond Watch. Langoliers didn't get it. Joe Ryan +2. And it looks like Cade Smith got a big one. Durant got a big one. Those are the big ones. Ashcraft also got a big one here as well. So not a ton of new diamonds, but I'm going to say this. If you're an investment bro and you were paying and you got these guys on the ground floor, they definitely are going to pay your whiles. I think I have a couple of them. I think I have also a couple Sanchez's that I didn't sell. So pretty big. And Shohei going 95s. Oh, heavens. That's going to be huge. All right, let's go to the new programs here. Let's start off. Let's take a look at the Packapalooza. So you get a Legends pack here. I would suggest the Last Ride. We'll take a look at the bigger collection. Maybe in a separate video, but we'll highlight it here. You need 2 of them. Chipper's 1, and then the Carrywood's the other. So I say just get Chipper, lock him in, make it easy on yourself so you don't have to stress about it. Here, I don't have... Pick one. These cards have... weirdly held. I don't know. Pick whatever one you want. If you want to flip it. Pick the highest one with some resale value. If you're kind of like, I'm not going to worry about it. That's kind of where I'm at with World Baseball Classic. St. Patrick's Day. Trout's no longer the problem. It's these dudes. So Hoping you get it right around. 93. Hello. Hope you get it right around because as you just saw, 94K stubs for the Chicken Man. Way to go. Chocolate Buddy, sort of the same thing. If you walk into one of these dudes, I'm not going to tell you to sell, but I'm going to say sell. Same thing here. If you get one of these guys, sell. Sell. April Spotlight. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. Sell, because a lot of these guys, it's a pain. And then this one's a choice pack. You get one diamond player from the previous rounds of any of them. These cannot be sold. But hey, it's a free high diamond. My suggestion is whatever one you're kind of like, ooh, you're feeling, go for it. None of these are overly expensive. It seems like I would say maybe one of these two guys would be your best bet. Personally, if you got one of these somehow, you're good. Or these, I'm just gonna say it depends on what you're kind of looking for. If you're looking more long term, it's one of these two. But I would say these guys are gonna drop again. We'll come back down to earth in terms of price. Or one of these, and then just flip. But there's no sell, so just remember, like, it's something you're you're probably more or less just like, ooh, I want to finish this program. So keep that in mind. Missions here are just basically play. I think you'll get a lot of this stuff by just conquesting. If I had to guess, conquest will get you the 5 wins. They're usually 6 now. You should probably get through most of this just by conquest. And then there are these extreme moments, 3 home runs with, or just with a lineup. Record 3 homers, 43 outs, all-star. Recreate JT's cycle, and then score 8 runs. I don't know how many innings this is. Tilted the wrong way with left hand. Hitters starting down. Please don't trust them. They'll score 8 runs before the innings slips away. I guess if you really want to try it, you can do that and get it done in 4 moments. I would say just do it passively. All right, let's look at the new Spotlight cards. Oh yeah, we didn't talk about the Fred. I think we did talk about the Freddy, but there's the Freddy. We'll take a look at the Max Scherzer in a second. New Spotlight here is Roque, as we talked about before. Let's take a gander at what you get here. First card up here is Gauge Jump, fastball, slider, circle change, sweeper, and a curve. K per 9 versus left is kind of, but everyone loves Gauge. I've heard good things about Gauge. I don't know how he pitches in the game, but there you go. Next up is Luis Garcia. He hit 2 home runs. Pretty good pop here. Lefties 105-84, 88-76 versus right. G Spotlight pack 1. We kind of briefly talked about this. Jackson Cheerio here. 121 contact, left 79 power, 90-71. Defensively, he's good. I like his swing. I used his World Baseball Classic card a ton for this little left fielder. Isaiah Paredes, guy who never hits an opposite field homer. All of his home runs have been pulled. 88, 105, 104, 95. Defensively at third, pretty decent. Arms okay too. If you pull him, not too shabby for a 95. And then we got the 3 other 93s for tops now. Chad Dallas, mustachioed man. Put the fastball, curve, sweeper, and a 4-seam. Hit per 9s are okay. Control mod him. He's going to be... Is he an RP? He's an RP. Yeah, he's a long reliever. It's not the worst thing in the world. Edwin Arroyo. 90-76, 95-81. Good defensively for second base. Good arm. Can steal a little bit, but he's more defensive card. And then Victor Barricado. 96, 77, 106, 92 for right fielder. Corner outfielder and first baseman. Good arm. Defensively. And then last but not least here is Roque. For belligerent the Angels. 4-seam splitter, slider, fork, and a sinker. Good per 9s. He has another 95. This is what's funny. Most of the pitchers in the game right now that are like red diamonds, I think most of them are acquired. And either kind of just free, which is a fascinating turn of events. So he's another one. I think we'll see how this plays out for him, but I think he's intriguing, to say the least, for that. And do your moments. There's a 3 home runs extra to do here. Again, you can just knock these out and do this in Conquest, as you know. So there you go. There is that. Now let's talk the V-Mart stuff. Okay, so let's go to collect, because there's some stuff to talk about here. You need 24 for V-Mart, and there is no 90-something or 95 V-Mart along the way. For the most part, it's kind of what we thought. These guys are here. Milestone, Prime, Cornerstone, Spot. You can get some of these done just by doing it, and then we'll order the bigger ones and some of the bigger ones here. One thing of note, because I was looking, I'm like, oh, I should have a couple of these done. There is no. This is the only flip. The only one that's kind of stayed the same is St. Patrick's Day. Egg Hunt. Where is Egg Hunt? I thought I saw Egg Hunt because it didn't have it either. Signature. Egg Hunt. Egg Hunt's also got more. The one that is missing that was really easy is the Mexico series. I don't know why. They just said that's not applicable. So keep that one in mind there as we go into the Legend Flax Pack. So some of the ones I want to highlight that matter here. The next program, as you see above me, is on 7/26, so a little over a month to get 50 at this point. Keep working on it. Passively, you'll probably get it. Just be a little more attentive, just so you can pre-lock that one in and not worry about it. For the Negro Leagues, you need 31, so I briefly mentioned that that's probably the case, so do your free guy. This is my free guy. I got Willie Mays when he was still around 10K, so he'll come down. And then, like I said, you might want to just get one of these dudes from it, whoever one you want. Take John Don. Perfectly fine, but you can also kind of just do Diamond Quest and get stubs. All-Stars shot up a ton. Contributors 19. So if you have Babe Ruth, this is the one thing I'm still hot pop. Well, he dropped. He was at like over 100, but you could flip Babe Ruth or something to get like Hoffman, because I have these two. Like I have them unlocked, so it'd be 17. So for me, just getting these two guys 18, 19 would be it. And then it just sort of depends on how these things turn out. It's a very odd situation because some of these I would say are early game things, and then if reality were to hypothesize you need all 20, so it might be behoovement to pick him up if things sort of drop. Just wanting to throw that out there. Second half heroes is what is it? It is now 18, so keep that one in mind here. That now you're entering like the pack stuff and this little sack of turd. Well, he come down, but keep that one in mind here. That like I'm at 14, so just keep that one in mind here, and also too like reality. Keep that one in the back of your noodle. Last right, this is why I said you're better off just getting Chipper, because it's 1 out of 2 and they haven't done anything else unless they add a budget card. This one's your best bang for your buck. It's done. You don't have to worry about it. Postseason is 9 out of 12. This is the new chase card. Lance Berkman. Just pointing that out there. This card-wise, he's really, really good. I don't know if you guys are going to get him, but he is part of this. If you run into him, kudos for you for postseason. Lance Berkman. A lot of these guys are going to go up. You need 12. We have 9 because we got the V-Mart. Yeah. So we have one that we need to do, which is this guy. So we'll be at 10. We'll figure out along the way how that works and stuff out. That's 11 out of 12. For whatever, I'm at 11 out of 12 because for some reason they said, hey, how do we shove this right up their rectums? He's required. I have a funny suspicion they're going to give out another vet card somewhere along the way, because I think it's kind of hilarious that at this point, as it drops, you need his 138,000 stuff card. So that kind of leads me to think that they're going to give out another vet card somewhere along the way that's going to be easier to get. So keep that in mind. Standouts, you need 8 of them. These guys are free, so if you're kind of like me, you'll be at 6. And then I guess the weird thing, and I said this prior, these cards haven't really lost value. So it might be, if you're still working on collections like me, Greg Nettles might be your best bet. And then same thing with Central. Getting Annabelle, then it's totally not really stubbing your way to death. So tops now is 63. That makes a lot of sense. So right now I am at 48. If my math's right, 48 at 63. This will just come to you by playing. So just remember that. Signature, you need 1. So again, if you're still working on live series like me, the Tools is your way to go. Outliers kind of expensive because he was a chase card. Prime, you need 2. Again, they might give out more, but Marintez is free with the Central. Figgins is gonna. Figgins will come down in price more than likely. Ted Simmons, I have no earthly idea how that'll work out for you. Awards is 32, so doing a lot of this stuff, playing and collecting, I'm at 20 something. What am I at? 23. So this might come. I don't know because you're getting the rewind. So if you pick Yelly, but Yelly's also cheap. You'll get it. They'll add more as we go along. Milestone is 9. So in terms of like these 2 being free, so there's 3 right here. So you could be at. I'd be at 6. Need all of them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you missed 1. So it might be a come to you, or they'll make more. Egg Hunt. Good luck. Spotlight is 70. Playing free, we have 34. It's gonna be a minute. Safe Action Stay. Again, we're talking about this. These cards have now gone up. So, yep. Jackie's done. Spring, these are all done. Rookie, by the way, is all but 1. I don't know. They might leave it, or they might eventually. The question ultimately becomes: is eventually will they come down in price to where this will be all of them? It's probably gonna be at some point, but we'll kind of see how things go. Cornerstones again. It's just make sure you keep up with it. So you can have them. I don't know why this one doesn't have it. They didn't want to give you one for free or another one for free. I guess I don't know. But it's going to be substantial, sort of goes about. Just all I can say is keep up with it. You get the pun on, I think, 1 or 2 of them. I don't know how many there are here right now. How many are there? Does it tell me? How many? You go to flashbacks. There's 28, so you can pun on 4. Well, 3, because technically one doesn't exist. So, it's a pick your poison, I would say. I think World Baseball Classic's very much out of reach, so pick stuff that you know you can kind of work your way to. In terms of like, well, how do I make stubs? Well, walk with me, talk with me. Let me tell you. The best thing to do. I haven't done this yet, but I'm going to implore everyone to suck it up and do it. If you're just doing something with TV on, grind Diamond Quest. You have to do the whole damn map. Do the whole damn map. Your buy nows for these guys are basically, let's just say 62k. I'm rounding up in Casio. 60k stubs a run, and it takes, let's say, an hour. You run that once or twice a day, you make the 120k stubs in a couple hours. Alongside, if you're in terms of stubs, you want to talk about the stub making machine? Let's go. Where is he? No. Hold on. I'm looking for. There he is. DeGrom, 25. He might be a little more difficult, but I stand by this. If you are a bad player like myself here, I beat it once and I haven't touched it again. This will make you better. You'll get used to it on Hall of Fame, and eventually you'll get it. And guess what? You did it once like me. You can do it again. Who gives a shit? It's 100 stubs. You make it back by doing the first one, and you get 25k. You do all those a couple times a day, and let's say you do this a couple times. You make 25 and 60. You make 85k stubs in a run. And mind you, there's a new one coming out next week, which means you're probably going to have another way to just generate stubs. I know it sucks. I hate Diamond Quest. It's an annoying mode. But look, 64k stubs, you put on a stream, you put on a game in the background, you just go at it. Look, there are worse things to do than that. There's a mini season 2. Look, my point is there's ways to make stuff. I think we just got to be more willing to sort of do it. I'm willing to accept it, but I digress. Before we end, let me just show off this DeGrom or Scherzer card. I know I'm showing the Scherzer at the back end. That's on me. Bad content creator. There you go. He's a 96. Okay, it's okay. Is usable. I haven't thrown him yet. We'll kind of see. Breaker Outlier's good. Again, we'll kind of see how this thing goes. I don't know if he'll be any good. He might be. I think it just sort of depends. Doesn't have a ton of quirks, but his K/9 should be closer to 100. But hey, what do I know? I just play the game. All right, that's the stuff for VMart and all that other stuff. It's not a lot, but it's a good, like I said, it's a great time to start piling up some stubs to finish things and get stuff. A lot of passive stuff. Just make sure you do your weekly homework assignment. Should be fine. Grind some stubs in mini seasons or Diamond Quest and go for it. It's a lighter weekend. It'll be a little bit of a content desert, unfortunately. But again, we talk about things to do. There you go. There's your things to do. Just keep grinding. So with all that being said, my name is Specs. I'll see you guys all in the next one.